Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. It's another beautiful day in the Lowcountry. I'm Betsy McDaniel, and we'll get started with a few headlines. We start today with a little good news, bad news when it comes to some important numbers. The good news, Feeding America, a national organization fighting food insecurity across the U.S., says the Lowcountry is doing a bit better than the rest of the nation in feeding its residents. While 13% of America is considered food insecure, only 11.2% of Beaufort County's residents, 12.6% of Jasper County's, and 12.8% of all of South Carolina's population is considered food insecure. All better than that national average. Of course, the bad news is that having more than 1 out of 10 Americans going hungry is still way too high a number, and the reason Feeding America and many local groups like food pantries and second helpings exist. We'll also get the latest from the Lowcountry Community Food Bank a bit later in this broadcast. For the second time in 4 years, the Bluffton pool on Pritchard Street is going to be shut down for the entire summer season. Beaufort County, who operates the pool, says it needs to renovate the pool deck and exterior doors, install a new air handling system, insulate the roof, and update the interior of the indoor facility. The pool was closed for 8 months back in 2022 because of roof issues. The County Parks and Recreation website has a list of other pools available around the county this summer. A 34-year-old Beaufort woman who has been in jail since October is now free after the state dropped charges against her for shooting her roommate last August. Renita Boardman said she shot Tyrone Richmond of Yemassee in the head in an act of self-defense, and 14th Circuit prosecutors say they can't prove she had malicious intent. Investigators said the pair had been arguing over property on August 19th when Boardman got a gun out of her safe in the Spanish Trace Apartments and shot Richmond. She did not try to flee the scene and was present when police arrived. The former director of accountability for Beaufort County Schools has cut a plea deal that will keep him off the sex offender registry. 42-year-old Daniel Fallon has pled guilty to a misdemeanor charge of communicating obscene messages without consent and has been sentenced to 2 years probation and ordered to continue counseling. He could have faced 10 years in prison after his arrest in October of 22 on 3 felony counts of criminal solicitation of a minor after being caught in a joint sting operation involving local law enforcement and the Attorney General's office called Operation Rock the Boat. Fallon had worked for the school district for 19 years, although his position did not require him to have interaction with any students. The sting operation reportedly resulted in over 200 convictions in 2023. And more proof that there's more than one way to win the lottery. A woman in the Midlands area was running ahead of schedule and taking her dog to the vet, so she stopped at a Food Lion in Sumter and bought a Monopoly scratch-off ticket, and then won the game's grand prize, $200,000. The lottery did not say if she used any of the winnings to pay her vet bill, but they did say she is now debt-free. Her odds of winning were 1 in 720,000. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And now here's a look at our weather with Maria Zoden.
Thanks, Betsy. Yep, so taking a look ahead, it does look like we'll see plenty of sunshine this weekend, but then we are going to see a couple stray thunderstorms starting next week. So taking a look at Saturday, it's going to be sunny with Hilton having a high of 85, a low of 72, Bluffton's have a high 89, a low of 69, and Beaufort's have a high 89 and a low of 70. Come Sunday, it's going to be sunny again with Hilton having a high 92, a low of 73, Bluffton's have a high 94, a low of 71, and Beaufort's have a high 94 and a low of 72. The sunrise for this weekend is going to be at 6:16 and sunset's going to be at 8:28. Taking a look at the tides, Saturday high tide's going to be at 11:15 a.m. and low tide's going to be at 6:57 p.m. Then comes Sunday, high tide's going to be at noon and low tide's going to be at 7:15 p.m. Taking a look into next week, Monday, it's going to be cloudy with thunderstorms in the afternoon, but then it should be clearing up by the evening. Highs will be in the 80s, lows in the 70s. And then come Tuesday and Wednesday, it's going to be sunny with highs in the 80s, lows in the 70s. That's it for today. Let's send it back to the desk.
Thanks, Maria. Coming up after a quick break, Allie McNair sits down with the Lowcountry Food Bank to discuss summer needs. Don't go away.